but humans typically and generally don't like to change things. Um, so, what are some of the major challenges that digital health companies or healthcare technology companies or innovative healthcare companies face when they're entering the market? One of the big ones is just a resistance to change, either on the organization standpoint or on the clinician standpoint. And this is nothing new, but humans typically and generally don't like to change things. Clinicians are funny birds. I've used to joke about this all the time when I managed an outpatient clinic for the Department of Veterans Affairs. I joke about it now with my team at the clinic that I own and operate. That once clinicians find something that they like, you cannot push them off of it. A very funny example is one of the PTs here at the clinic. The computer's on the fritz. It's old. It's an old computer. It's on the fritz. It needs new batteries. It needs a new. I was talking to them the other day. I said, I'll just buy another computer, and you don't have to deal with this old one anymore. And they said, no, but I like all the way that this computer's set up. It's like, so you're going to deal with this computer that's slow, that's bogged down, that doesn't work properly because you don't want to change. But that's how so much of us are, right? Like, I've got this phone that's a few years old, and it's starting to, putz out on me. It's not doing too hot. Even my case here is just falling apart. But I don't want to change it. Why? Because I like this one as it is. I know where the buttons are, I know what the settings are, and I don't have to go through setting up a new one. It is the same thing with the healthcare technology, a solution, a device, etc. Except you're dealing with all the added externalities of, okay, it's got to integrate with the software that I'm using. It's got to communicate well, directional communication between the software and the device or the solution, the technology, and how's this going to integrate with what we're already using. Plus, how does this integrate into the workflow? Like, at what point do I open up this tool or this software? Is it single sign-on? How does it affect the way that I'm delivering care currently? And that's just on the provider side. Then you got to worry about the organization side, where they're saying, okay, how does this work in the budget? One, how does this work with billing and revenue cycle management? So all of these things that make it very difficult as normal humans when we're going about our regular lives making any kind of decision is amplified. They're amplified when you're talking about a new way of either delivering a healthcare service, billing for that healthcare service, implementing a technology device or software solution into an already polished workflow. That's kind of the biggest challenge that companies face when they're trying to enter the market, is that you're for some clinicians, you might be trying to fix something that isn't broken, because for them it works. Even though as the maybe the technology company, you're looking at the situation saying, yeah, but this is horribly inefficient. We could make it much more efficient and cut down on documentation time or billing time or whatever it is. For clinicians, sometimes they don't see that big picture. They just see you're upending what's working. So the way to get around this is to really frame your solution in this greater problem of, maybe they don't even see the problem. Maybe they don't see the problem that they could be seeing twice as many patients. That's an exaggeration, but twice as many patients as they currently are seeing and getting reimbursed, twice as much. But they don't see it because what they have works for them, and in their framework, they can't conceptualize doing it another way. So you need to first frame the problem for them, then lay the vision, if you would, for the future.